Hey, what's going on? It is Thursday, August 29th, and it's been a while since I've made these videos. It's been crazy over here with a bunch of projects and stuff around the house, so I haven't had any time at night. But anyway, so we'll try and get back into it. My goal is to continue to do these every day. But I don't know how soon I'll be able to start up the everyday thing, so I can make a commitment to do once a week right now. So with that, let's rock and roll. I think the last time that I did a video is when I closed out most of my positions from all of this whole move. So yeah, because that must have been like the end of last week or something, or maybe Monday, because I started some new positions again 2 days ago. And so we can go over those positions here. So first, let's go over. Okay, well, we're on Dow, so we'll go to Dow Jones. A couple days ago, I started the position. I don't remember exactly what date, but anyways, regardless, a couple days ago. Those are October 18 calls, expiring October 18, $410 strike price. Average cost of those is $9.05. Those are currently $10.72. They closed at $10.72. They were ripping today, and then right here, I was actually caught in a futures trade that we'll talk about in here, but I don't really know what happened right here. I think it was unconfirmed reports of possible drone attack on U.S. forces in Syria. So I don't know if that had to do with that. We'll talk a little bit more about this here in a little bit. But anyways, that position's working out great. I really like trading Dow Jones. This kind of suits my eye, suits my style, and maybe just because also when you get a good move in the Dow, I think you get outsized returns, especially trading options in it. I just don't think that there's as much volatility priced into the contracts as NASDAQ, right, or Russell or anything. So, so if you can kind of time it right and do a little conservative, it seems like downside is less volatility, but on a good size move, assuming that you do get the direction right, but a good size move, you can get a pretty nice outsized return. So anyways, Dow hit an all-time high. There's absolutely no reason to close this position out. Where would I take profits on this? Let's have a look-see. Let's do from like there to there. I like to be conservative with the Fibonacci retracement stuff. So yeah, I guess right around there. 424. Yeah, that seems reasonable. I'll probably get out of some of them right around 420. So actually, that's what I will do. So that's the plan. All right, moving on. Dow Jones, we might as well go over XLF as well, financials, since we're already kind of talking about it. So this was another position that I had gotten back into. I remember this is when I was here. We can move this, get this thing out of here. And here is when I was on vacation during this horrible week. And I had started a position here, I remember, on this day, and then added to it here. And then closed this position out right around up here. in this area that I believe I made a video on it, but then added to it. I was starting a new position and continued to add, and it's working out great. It actually hit the price target where those Fibonacci numbers that I had drawn. Yeah, it was something like that. But I'm gonna hold on to these. You have like Berkshire Hathaway is acting amazing. Yeah, I'd said it would be a cardinal sin to close out the financials position with Berkshire Hathaway hitting an all-time high. And with that being the largest in that fund. And then Goldman Sachs, I also hold an equity position in Goldman Sachs. Back in here somewhere one of these days. Here. At 459 somewhere. It's like right here. Goldman Sachs looks great. JP Morgan looks great. MasterCard looks great. You know, it's just about to break out to an all-time high from a really nice and long saucer base. So anyways, those are November 15, $78 calls. Strike price, $78 strike price. Oh wait. Yeah, I have 70 calls written down. That makes no sense. November 15th, 78 calls. Oh, jeez. Well, I got something mixed up on there. Maybe 38, maybe 40. I got something mixed up on there. Anyways, average cost basis of those $2.38. They're somewhere over $3. 78. No, it's not that. Anyways, financials performing great. Dow's performing great. Certainly no reason to get out of this. Yeah. We'll see. Maybe this huge kind of pullback intraday will turn out to be a good thing. I started a Bitcoin position again. So when did I start this on this day? Hut, I think like this day. So when I was buying calls. October 18, $10 strike price. So that's in the money a little bit. $2.94. Those are currently $1.74. I mean, this 5% move or 6% move or whatever it was, like overnight, was certainly unexpected. The trade's not dead, but there's no reason to add to this to continue to go after this, you know. Like a huge move down like that, something unexpected. You know, I'm not going to add to that position. It's not a dead trade, but I'm certainly not adding to it. So we're just going to chill. I'm in stock of BitX at $29 on average, $29.08 or something. It's 26, whatever. Again, like I said, with Bitcoin, with that unexpected move like that, I would never add to a position with an unexpected move to the downside. Like I said, this isn't dead. It's fine. Kind of. It's not dead anyways. So I won't add to this. I'm just going to chill with this for a little bit and see how this plays out. If Bitcoin can, you know, regain strength, this would be such a massive move higher. So it's still worth going after. So that's that. That's that for Bitcoin stuff. So I'm back in bonds after taking my whole position off. It was nice. We cut this whole move. That's when I was on vacation and the market was just freaking out and VIX went to like 1,000,000. That was like the highest day the VIX had moved ever. I think I saw one of these days. So that was really good. I guess, got a little bit lucky on that. That markets were just freaking out and people were like, the Fed needs to cut rates now. So that was that. And then got back in. And then the last video I did, I believe I said I got out, around here, whenever it was. So I've been kind of getting back in, working a position back on. So I still am bullish on bonds overall for the most part. I mean, it's clear that the rate cycle has finished, so. Okay. Those TLT October 18, $98 strike price, $269. Those are currently $190. I'm in NASDAQ and NVDA. We'll go over NVIDIA's earnings yesterday. We have to do futures, which is everyone's favorite time. Okay, so we'll just go through this really quick then. NASDAQ, I'm in some NASDAQ calls, actually the TQs, these guys. Anyways, NASDAQ got back in again. We went over when I closed this position out. Oops, I didn't mean to remove that giant. I'll do that later. In here one of these days. And then I started a new position 2 days ago. No, actually on this day right here. And that was because it was, this day right here. I remember thinking, man, what a strong day this was. Below the 50-day moving average, and then went back above it and closed. Really nice close that day. And of course, then the next day was bad, and today was also a very kind of unexpected day that we'll go over. But anyway, TQQ, $67 strike price, $695. Oh, October 18th as the expiration, 67 strike price, $695. Those are currently $498. NASDAQ's still hanging on in there. Typically I would have probably blown these out today, but we'll talk about why I did not. Yeah, that's a little suspect. Okay. Goldman Sachs. Oh, I'm also in Robinhood. I've been in Robinhood for a while. $22. That one's down like 7% position. That's just, I'm in commons on that one. NVIDIA, and then let's talk about why I didn't blow out those NASDAQ calls. So NVIDIA, yesterday, before NVIDIA's earnings, stock was down 2.5% or 2%, something like that. Super bullish. That's always a good sign. I guess not always, right? Nothing's a guarantee. Clearly, it's today. But, NVIDIA's down going into earnings. Their stock is priced. I did a decent amount of research on it that day. Stock is priced pretty fairly in relation to how it's been throughout its history. Although a lot of people want to say it's expensive. But anyways, historically speaking, it's pretty fairly based in terms of its valuation. You knew you were going to have an amazing quarter, obviously, which was a little bit worrisome to me. Everybody knows that they're going to have an amazing quarter. But I've thought this a bajillion times in the past, and every single time where it's like it's too obvious they're going to have a great quarter, every single time in the past it's been a good bet, So I didn't let that kind of sway me. I figured from the research I did that a decent amount of the move was going to be kind of hinder on how profitable they were and what they expect the profits to be going forward, like the profit margins. But when I saw that they're like 78% profitable in terms of gross margin, it's like 78%. I figured, what in the heck would a couple percentage difference be? These are massive. So, anyways, about commons the day before, I was already in those NASDAQ calls, so no reason to add anything crazy. So I probably started this position around 126, most likely somewhere in there. I don't really know. And then I added to this morning around 119, which maybe a little bit lower. Maybe it was it's like 117 now. Maybe a little. Anyways, regardless, doesn't matter. NVDA 122.67, $122.67 as the average cost. Now NVIDIA, so it was down as much as 8% last night, I believe. So essentially in the last 2 days it's lost 10%. That seems a little ridiculous to me given the fact that their earnings were fantastic. Basically they said our EPS is going to drop a little bit and we'll go from 78% gross margins to like 75 or something. And I'm like, that's the worst thing that they said on the call. I don't really understand. But anyways, yeah, I think I had it right here in the morning. Like right away, somewhere in here, 119. On this drop below 120. I was like, that would be a good place. Now, if you'll see, this gap was filled right here when that huge sell-off took place in NASDAQ. Now, we'll go over why I didn't close out this NASDAQ position. Because everything else is having such a massive day. Like Russell, great day. Great move. I guess close mid-range. But, Dow Jones, all-time high. Again, kind of funky close. Actually, I'm going to leave that there. I always look at this on the futures chart anyways. Banks ripping. Like lots of things performed. Look at this chart. Palo Alto Networks. I mean, look at this. Some sort of crazy cup with handle, you could say. So and Apple looks great. Meta, super close to all-time highs. I could totally see it kind of stalling out and giving back some ground here with that gap there. Microsoft's moving on up. Strange closes though. But anyways, regardless, with NVIDIA, with the market reaction of NVIDIA being down 8%, and stocks were doing just fine for the most part, except for minus that intraday crazy move. This massive slam. I was like, what the heck was this? This was a fantastic day. I figured, wow, markets are still rallying with NVIDIA being down 8%. Like, that was not in my playbook for the last 2 years, So I thought, wow, that is some serious strength. This is a massive bull market. If NVIDIA could be down 8% and stocks are still up, that's, So that's why I didn't get out of that. That's why I didn't get out in NVIDIA. With that being said, if NVIDIA closes below 116, I will get out of commons in it. Well, yeah, I'm only in commons in NVIDIA. And then probably get out of those NASDAQ calls as well. So, okay. That was that. I have no idea how long it's gone. Let's go over some futures trades. So overall, today was a great day for futures. So we'll go over here to micros. This is a trend line that I've drawn since the last time I made a video. So this must have been, I got out somewhere in this area. And then I was waiting, and watching some sort of downtrend forming. So let's go over some of these. It's 7:10 in the morning, 7:10 right here. 550. So, yeah, right here, 550. Closed it out at 605. 605 right there. $110 a contract. That was a good trade. Continued to go higher, but again, kind of early in the morning until some sort of trend is established. Kind of crazy things go on, I've missed a lot of great trades that way, but I've also really saved my butt that way, and that's way more important to me. Okay, so 9 o'clock, right here, 639.25, 639.25, so right here. Close it out at 671.5, 671.5. So again, like right here, right into, previous highs. That was $64.50 per contract. 915. Oh yeah, after this down candle right here, I figured I could make a quick little trade in here, and I wasn't trying for anything crazy, so that's not really worth going over. But 653 to 672 is $37.50 per contract. I figured, that's a pretty big candle, red candle down right here. I could probably just kind of go boop right back up to where it was. With pretty little to risk, right? You just kind of go down below there, and that would be what you're risking. That was a quick trade, so I took it. So 10:54 in the morning. 10:54. This candle. Yep. Yeah. So again, same thing. I figured I would just catch it back on the swing back up, and that's what had happened. 59.4.5 to 629, so 50 or 594, so right here, up to 629, so right here, right there. That's $66.50 per contract. Oh, oops, $69. That one's $69 per contract. And then here I was caught in this right here. Pow. So on this move back up, I got in, and I was really excited about this actually. I was starting to read some other things and not pay attention. A few minutes passed by. I thought, man, this is really good. It's working out good. 562.5, so 562.5. It bounced right off of here where I'd figured some sort of support would be kind of right in that whole area, but I figured today is such a strong day with NVIDIA, I figured even with NVIDIA, So I got in here, as opposed to probably around 50 I would have normally got into, and give it some wiggle room. But anyways, so then I come back, a couple minutes later, and it's like way down here. So let's see. So 562.5, and I sold at 529.25. So not terrible, So that was a loss of $66.50 per contract. And with that, I was done with futures for the day. A huge unexpected move, massive selling. I'm like, well, all right, that's it for me. So overall, really good, really good day. Trading futures, really good. If things can continue higher, even with NVDA kind of like this, and you got to think like SPY has been pretty, wound tight, coiled really tight all through here. What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 days, 9 trading days. What feels like an eternity. Coiled real tight. But this is good. I mean, this gave me an opportunity, a chance, to get back into trades that I closed out. Then a move higher could be sustained for a long period of time. And then, and same thing with NASDAQ. If you look at, although these last 2 days really sucked. But if you look at, some of the largest stocks in the index, they have room to run, I mean, the last time this hit a high was over a month ago. Amazon, wow, does that look really bad? That's really surprising. Although it is sitting on the 200-day moving average, so it's not dead, but I mean, seeing rejections off the 50-day moving average this bad is never good, and especially a huge gap down, huge, on earnings that was then filled and rejected super hard. That's not good. Man, so many people were trapped in here. Okay, anyways, Google. I wonder what the heck is holding up the NASDAQ index. These guys, baby. So, anyways, my plan for tomorrow is to trade futures and Dow Jones. That's what I'll do. Oh, let's look at gold. Should we get back into gold here? No. Although there's really no reason to sell if you've, been in this for a while. Where I will trade options in GLD. I wouldn't start a position here now. Let's see how GLD looks. That looks actually really good. Much better. But anyways, basically the same thing. So, no. But this, if this can break out to all-time highs, this is a good enough base for it to go up another few percentage points. So I would go after it then. Okay. So let's go over, this is the end of the video, everybody's favorite time. It is capitulation and elation. So capitulation, the super micro computer. What a crazy stock. I love seeing things like this, It's just like, what? So it goes literally straight up forever. And then chops, looks great. This all in here, I thought, wow, this looks really good. I didn't go after anything, but I thought this is totally healthy, constructive. And then it has just gotten blasted. And they have delayed, this was like a 30% day, I think, or 20 or something. They've delayed the filing their 10Ks. Probably some sort of fraud going on. I don't know. I honestly have no clue. But why else would you delay? And also, come to find out, they've already paid fines on this before. So, Hindenburg came out with that research article. They've got some sway. They're good, I guess. All right. And then NVDA, again, we went over NVDA. What I think about NVIDIA, holding it below 116, I'll close the position and then start getting worried maybe about NASDAQ. Let's look at the semiconductor. I mean, if this is kind of rolling over and stocks are still going up, that's good. But always remember, keep in mind, when the market leaders of the current bull market start to roll over, that is a sign to get worried. So just keep that in mind. An elation, I guess, would be banks or Berkshire Hathaway. He's worth $1 trillion now. Or his company is. Berkshire Hathaway, $1 trillion company. Sitting on like $1 bajillion of cash, Yeah, look at that. That's sweet. Banks. Great day for banks. JP Morgan. Let's look at how regionals are doing. Yeah, fine. Totally fine. As bonds continue to work, I think the bank trade will be a good one. Also with the Trumpsters, if he gets elected or markets kind of start to think that he'll get elected, banks will outperform, which they have been outperforming. So I guess you could say that they do expect it. But so anyways, yeah, I mean, if you could catch a move in financials like the last time that the Trumpsters was not inaugurated when he won, what was it, November? It would have been November, right, of 2020? Is that right? Oh, it's 2024. Oh, 2016. 2016. Oh, geez. 2016. My math was only off by 4 years. 2016, so November of 2016. Look at this. Bam! For financials. And that's in the ETF. So if you can catch a move like this, that is sweet. That's a whole year maker, I mean, that's huge. That's awesome for an ETF. So anyways, we'll see what happens come November. Anyways, guys, that's it. All right, I'll catch you. At least I can make a commitment once a week for now until I get the house all kind of situated. But man, is there a lot of stuff. So I don't know how quickly that'll go. Every day, it's just stuff. But at least once a week. And then I'll be back to, every day. And that'll be awesome. So the plan for tomorrow is Dow Jones. And unless anything unexpected happens, I will sit in all the positions. So, see you guys.